So in this segment, we're going to be talking about rage as Brits stuck in major airport queues for 3 hours, given looks that could kill. And what you've got to remember is it's because of the end of freedom of movement. We covered recently why there's such long queues in UK airports. That's down to a lack of staff. These ones aren't really down to a lack of staff. I know Spain are going to try and get more kind of people in the airports to help process people's passports, but this is down to the end of freedom of movement. So British tourists had to wait up to 3 hours to get through passport control in countries like Spain, as e-gates are no longer available for Britons after Brexit. And the Express, a very Brexity paper, has to shoulder some of the blame of this, because I can't imagine how annoying it must be to be stuck in a queue for 3 hours. But if there's one way to make people understand how bad Brexit is, it's a long queues at airports. Yes, people think Brits love queues. We don't. Queues suck. British passengers have to get their passports inspected manually and stamped by police upon arrival, and also that can take time when you've got so many people coming in, especially when they might not be prepared for this amount of people, given that the last 2 years in the airports have been quiet. This is while passengers from EU get preferential treatment. Why do they get preferential treatment? Because it's freedom of movement. They can use the e-gates. That's a privilege not given to us by the EU or EU member states, should I say, and that's fine. This is what happens when you leave the club, with an EU fast lane and using e-gates according to social media users who shared their experience, and this is phenomenal. I wonder how many of these people actually voted for Brexit. Passengers also shared pictures of Malaga Airport on social media, where two separate passport queues can be spotted. I can't see it in this picture, to be honest with you. You see a fast track thing there, but I can't actually see what's going on. But yeah, it's pretty funny, to be honest. One British passenger explained 4 hours queue in Malaga airport for non-EU passport holders. Meanwhile, everyone else is walking on. It's what happens when you're not in the club, man. You've got more EU passport holders said on social media they got looks that could kill as they sail straight through while other people queue up. A Twitter user explained massive queues for non-EU passports control airport in the morning, so you can see just massive amounts of people queuing up, and they might miss their flight. And it's not Spain's fault. This is a result of Brexit. In less than a minute, we Irish passport holders were waved through with a smile. If looks could kill, some pointed out that the best way to avoid this is by not visiting these countries. I mean, easy, don't go on holiday. Don't visit Spain. Where else are you going to go? Brits love Spain. They won't admit it, but they do say, oh, Spain needs us and blah, blah, blah. But, at the end of the day, if Spain didn't really need us, because they can let us use the e-gates if they want. I think Portugal are allowing British people to use the e-gates, so they could do so if they wanted to. But, for whatever reason, Spain aren't choosing to. And to be fair, they're in their rights to. It's going to affect Spanish tourism, definitely. But at the same time, how popular are Brits in Spain? I don't think we're that popular. Boycott European countries and head to Australia, USA and Mexico, said Zhao Rick. Now, this person here is an idiot. I'll tell you why. How long is a flight to Australia, the USA or Mexico compared to a flight to Spain? I think a flight to Spain is like an hour. You wait in the passport queues for, say, 3 hours. That's 4 hours all in, right? A flight to America is like 6 or 7 hours, depending on which state you want to fly to. 7 hours versus 4 hours. Want to fly to Australia? That could be a 12-hour flight. I've been to Bangladesh. That's closer than Australia. I think it was like a 9-hour flight or something like that. I watched so many movies on the flight. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Go to Mexico. That's even further away than the USA. As for rudeness and dirty looks, not really. Posh Kosh said, let's face it, the majority of EU countries will make it as difficult as they can because we voted out. That's not true at all. The reason why they can do this is because freedom of movement is gone. We don't get preferential treatment. We're in the non-EU queue because why? We're not in the EU anymore. We're not in the single market. And this is what we deserve at the end of the day. And this is the thing. There was a Guardian article I saw which basically talked about one way to make people realise Brexit was a bad idea, just let them see the long queues at airports. And to be fair, that author had a point. But anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Support the channel on Patreon if you can. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one.